Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
Imagine buying a house in a wealthy neighborhood and somebody trespasses on your property and tells you that no, you're trespassing while they're sitting on your property. They're telling you you don't belong here. And when you explain to them, no, this is my house, I live here, they say, no, I don't think so. And they run for help as if you're chasing them with a butcher knife. Yeah, it sounds like something out of a movie, right? No, this is actually real life. Check this out.
Knock on the doorbell. Ring the doorbell. We need you. What's going on?
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
Hey.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that help is hilarious. The help angle is hilarious. Like how they had the other angle of her screaming help. Help! Help! Yo, Shorty's really out of her mind, but in all seriousness, as the man of your house, it is your job to protect your family, to make sure that your kids get the best education and you guys are in the safest area to grow a family. But as a black man with a black family, the options get a little bit difficult when you think about all of the details and things that each decision can come with. Like, of course, you want the best for your family, so you want the best neighborhoods, the best schools, and the best safety. But sadly, a lot of those things are available on the other side of the railroad, if you know what I'm saying. But now that you're in this safe neighborhood, your family has to constantly be reminded that y'all are the black family and y'all stand out. Instead of your kids just feeling like regular students at school, they feel like the black kids at school. Trust me, I was one of them. And to everybody that's in your neighborhood, everybody knows your house as the black family. What we're witnessing right now is one of the neighbors that did not know about the black family that was in the neighborhood.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had the kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver truck.
A gray truck, and he came
So
around the corner,
I don't know if you guys have a
and I was
reading.
in the street, and so I come up, and I just saw my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope," and then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that somebody...
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
How did he scare you,
I
though?
had a feel.
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out
And I
home.
saw someone walking in our driveway, too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm
Oh, there
sorry.
we got it. All right, sorry.
What?
I don't.
She said that someone was following her. So you were walking from there?
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with two kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me, and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, are you looking? I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
If you're that startled as a person, then why the hell are you walking at night with your kids? With no man in sight. I don't know, maybe that's the Atlanta and New York in me talking. But she keeps saying that he didn't say, this is my home. Well, you have to understand where I'm coming from because I was scared. Ma'am, number one, he does not have to explain to you that this is his home while you're on his property. And you asked him if he lives there. He said yes. You said no, you don't live here. And now you're saying that Well, you didn't specify that this is your home. If I say I live here, doesn't that mean that this is my home? In this moment, instead of just leaving with you're sorry, you're still playing victim, talking about how you need to understand where I'm coming from. No, we don't. You're walking on my property telling me that I don't live here. I don't have to understand nothing you're saying. If you're that concerned, if you're that startled, your ass need to be in the house with your kids, tucking them in the bed.
Like, I'm pulling in my house. Like, this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio.
It is.
You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, baby, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't. You said you didn't think I lived here.
It was the way that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if y'all heard the husband in the background talking about, just get in the car. Who cares? Who cares? He's on the same time that she's on. What is this black family even doing in this neighborhood? Well, after all of the backlash that she's been getting because of these videos, she's took it to Facebook to plead her case.
So I want to jump on here because my Facebook is public, and for those of you guys who are telling me that I owe a public apology, one, I will not apologize for making any sort of racist remark. I am the furthest thing from a racist. I will, however, apologize that my expression could ever.
Since she wants to act like there's no racist remarks that were made, please, people, I want you guys to understand the difference between covert and overt. Overt is calling somebody the hard R. Covert saying things like, you people, or what are you doing around here? Covert racism could actually be more dangerous than overt racism, because overt racism, where they're calling you the hard R, at least you know the situation that's going on. But covert, it's like they're saying it, but they're not really saying it, and they're acting like, well, no, I have a couple of black friends, I can't be racist. So the racist remarks that you made was assuming that this man could not stay in this nice neighborhood while you were standing on his stoop. Because just imagine if somebody would have heard this woman screaming, help, 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 and behind her, they seen a black man just standing there like this. There would be no questions asked. All questions would be asked later. So no, I don't feel bad for your tears. Explain that to Emmett Till. Explain that to Trayvon Martin. There's a lot of black men that lose their lives because people feel like, I don't know, you look like a threat. Fit the image that I've created in my head of what all black people are like. See, black men lose their lives and their freedom all because of women like you. We can't feel safe in safe neighborhoods.
He says, this is my house. And I said, I don't think that it is. And at that point, the only reason that I said that was because truly the awkward encounter of slowing up behind me, talking to us multiple times. I'm in this frantic state. It's late at night. I got my kids, my 2 babies. The lady at the door is not answering. There's no other homes that are well established. I mean, there's construction. It's a corner house. I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm on the front porch. This truck literally is halfway up the driveway. And I was like, my radar was like, nope, I don't think that this is your house. And so I said, I don't believe that this is your house. And so I'm starting to unbuckle cash, and I grab and I freak. I go, Rory, run. And so I take off the porch and I literally run as fast as I can, screaming at the top of my lung. I'm getting all these messages, I'm so sorry. Screaming at the top of my lung. I've never, ever, ever screamed the way that I screamed. And I'm running through the front yards of everybody, praying that the Ring doorbell would capture us. Finally, to get to a woman's house, I'm bang on the door. And at this point, I'm dialing 911. And I said, can I please come in? And the woman said, yes, come in. And so I'm staying there. I'm talking to the sheriff. And more than anything, I was not looking for him to come to my rescue at this point. My husband was going to come. I'm in this woman's house. The door is closed. And I tell the man, he said, do I need to come out? And I just said, no. I said, I was just calling to let you know that this just happened. My husband's going to come get me. And he says, he asked me if I wanted him to come out. And I said, no. And so the woman then, I was at her house, she literally asked me and said, she said, I don't know how to ask this. She goes, but was it a black man? because she goes, it's a black family that lives there. And I said, no, I believe that this is a white man. He was a white man in a truck. A young white man is what I said. And she said, okay. She goes, because that's a black family that lives there. And I said, no, I don't think that it was a black man. And then when my husband got there, I stood out front, and we're still trying to get the Ring doorbell footage of me talking to my husband. But he asked me again, he said, what house was it? And I said, it was this house right here. And he goes, are you sure it wasn't a black guy? He goes, because that's a black family. And I said, no, I don't believe that it was a black man. And so we get in the car and we go to pick up the stroller. And I've said this a million times, I have never felt the fear that I had even just pulling up in front of the house when John opened the door to get out of the truck. The amount of
I don't give a damn how that fear felt, because if guns were drawn on this black man that was in front of his house, his fear would have been a lot higher than whatever fear you think you was experiencing off your assumptions. But I just can't help to think of all the details that she's given us. She talked to a police officer. The police officer was about to come out. She talks to another neighbor, and the neighbor said, was it a black family? No, I don't think it was a black family. It was a white guy. I just can't help to just picture what kind of neighborhood this is. Like, you got the sheriff, you got was it the blacks? You know, there's some blacks over there. I'm just saying that if it was a black guy, because I can kind of assume if you're scared, then it probably was a black guy. If you're assuming that it was somebody that shouldn't be here. Like, it's just too many things that just pointing in the direction of, I see what kind of neighborhood this is. Because, ma'am, if he had a cherry beard and he was a white man driving his pickup truck, would you assume that he does not live there? Or if he was a Connor and he had his nice little swoop over with his collared shirt, would you assume that he does not live there? That he does not belong there? Would you assume he's following you? I don't buy them tears. I don't buy the story. I buy that she believes what she sees on the news about black people, and she assumes that's how all black people are. Black people belong over there and her people belong over here. So recently, Shannon Sharpe had that black family, the Jenkins, on his show, and this is what they had to say.
I have nothing against their family, but I grew up dealing with this all the time. So we still have to live here. They live 2 streets over. We have to ride by each other's house. I'm okay with being cordial with riding by each other's house. Have no issue with them. The issue is getting the word out here and letting my situation and what I've been through and what I overcome be inspiring to people in the world, people that look like me. So that's the space I'm in, and I'm thankful for God, because I didn't ask for her to show up on my porch. This is God's movement here. This is God telling me the people need to hear your story. You need to inspire. You need to tell people what's going on and use this so that hopefully this won't happen to the next person, or the next person that comes across a Karen situation, they will know how to control their emotions. Because us as black men, especially young black men, we struggle with that. We struggle with that impulse, with that acting. We think irrationally, and we never think rationally. So I'm here to inspire people. I'm a real estate developer. I build houses from the ground up, single family houses. But I thought that moving into the most wealthiest neighborhood in Ohio, that this was the right thing to do. But maybe my focus needs to be building communities that's for us and by us, so that we can inspire people that look like us. We can build a community that's for us.
Can I ask you a question?
So to the people that's out there that's like, oh, racism doesn't exist anymore. Oh my God, we don't even see race. Everybody sees race. You have to see race. It's just how you judge somebody based off their race that's the problem. It's not the fact that you see race, because I can't sit here and look at somebody and act like, oh no, I never noticed you was white. Oh no, oh you're black just like me. I never noticed it. But when people be like, oh, I don't even see race, I'm like, okay, you're just lying. You're just saying whatever you need to say. It's how you judge that race with a pre-negative notion. It's sad that this man believed that he was moving his family into a nice neighborhood, but now his family's being profiled that they don't belong there.
Your question, you said something very interesting. You said She lives 2 streets up from you. So you mean to tell me she went 2 streets out of her way to try to find out who lived in this home? Not on your street, not on your not on your street, not on your block, not next to you. 2 streets.
It's 2 streets up, but she's all the way north. We're all the way south. It's multi-million-dollar houses back here. The lots are big, so it's 2 streets, but it's still, we could go 30 days, 60, 90 days without seeing each other.
So she went out of her way. Let me ask you this. She issued an apology. She also said that she reached out to you and tried to apologize multiple times, but she hasn't had a response from you. Did she try to apologize to you in person, or was it through this video that you guys have seen?
She has not tried to apologize to us in person, via phone, via knock at the door, via a phone call, via email. No, only the live videos.
Now, apparently, if we were to believe what the report says, that this woman has a history going back as far as 2018 of creating these situations and then making herself out to be a victim. Have you guys seen that? Have y'all seen any of those reports that's being circulated?
I have not seen that.
I have not seen.
Can I ask you this? I want to ask you this. Have you thought about, since your privacy, your security, have you thought about potentially even leaving that neighborhood and going elsewhere? Or you saying, nah, y'all not going to run us up out of our home?
100%. I've been in Ohio my whole life, and I faced racial discrimination at its highest peak. I'm a stereotype person, tattoos, dreadlocks, a man that's in the professional world, in the real estate development world, that you don't see too many minorities building multi-million-dollar homes. It doesn't happen here. So we 100% have thought about moving to another state, taking my talents elsewhere, building a community, to going places where we could be surrounded by more people that look like us.
Man. DeMichael, thank you for sharing your story with us.
Hey, man, I want y'all to comment below. Tell me, what do you guys think about this video? What are your thoughts? Do you think that, oh, she was really just scared? Do you think that she was just being a Karen? Like, just what do you think? I want to see y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Until next time, man, we are on our way to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all for getting me to 5,000 subscribers in such a short period of time. Thank you for just watching me every day. I make videos daily. And thank you for just staying this long on this video, all right? Until next time, man, it's been your boy Ty Boogie. I'm out of here, man.